Hello everybody, SSA here, aka SuperSunaArashi, and welcome to this special video, because last night I participated in the Heatah Broz tournament. Now if you guys who don't know who the Heatah Broz are, there are a lot of people that I know from back from the FBL, the Frontier Battle period, like Levine May, Ben, a lot of people, Shamey, a lot of people that were, there with me during the whole FBL period, the period where I started doing draft leagues. And they were like, you know what, we're gonna organize a tournament, a bracket tournament, so not a league, but an actual, like, we're going to do a draft league thing in one day. And we did it last night. We drafted the whole team. We drafted a team of 8 months. I will put, the team that I have on the screen with you. But we drafted Jirachi, Infernape, Primarina, Tsarina, Megapincer, Druddigon, Miss Magius, and Rotom Wash. That is the team that I drafted with Miss Magius being my C captain, of course. And the tournament goes like, we had like, I think 14 to 16 people, but a lot of people dropped out, a lot of people couldn't make it. So in the end we had like 12 people, so we immediately went to its brackets, and in round 1 we'll face Ishan, which you can see on the screen right now. And in this video I will go through all of the matches that we had in this tournament. So if you're hyped with that, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, share this video with others, slash the subscribe button down below if you're hyped to see more draft league stuff on this channel, because I am working and planning to do more draft league stuff, because I've also entered in the Summer Showdown of the token minorities, which will be placed in the beginning of September. And if everything goes well, I will record my footages from there as well and bring you guys to this channel. But we have been talking about for 2 minutes now, and I thinking like, you know what, let's dive right into the match, because in round 1 we faced Ishan, and we had a Latios, Clefable, a Mega Medicam, a Rotom Wash, a Serora, I don't know, and a Tapu Bulu. The biggest problem of this matchup is the Serora. I can pronounce that name, I can pronounce that Pokemon. It's basically a Ludicolo painted yellow, but that Pokemon is so unpredictable because I haven't faced that Pokemon yet. And I looked up sets. I couldn't find sets that worked well with Serora. Like, is this true? Is this really the Pokemon how it should be used? So it was like a complete blank for me how that Pokemon actually worked out in battle. But let's just dive into the match, because in my honest opinion with this matchup, Druddigon was the best option. In my honest opinion, Druddigon is always 99% like a Pokemon that you can easily start out with, because it can actually do a lot. So I'm gonna click play, and as you can see here, we are starting off with the Druddigon as my opponent start with the Latios. So I don't want to risk losing my Druddigon just yet, so I go into my Jirachi, because I know Jirachi can tank any of the hits Latios can bring us, and he is going to show us that, because the Latios will hit us with the C-Power Never-Ending Nightmare, and Hoshi will leave that, giving us the opportunity to U-turn out, putting him in a range where a U-turn from the Infernape can kill it off easily, which you can see here. So right away from the bat we have an amazing threat in Latios gone from the field, and I can actually go into my Druddigon right here. Now my Druddigon has Molten Breaker because of the Rotom Wash with Levitate, so we can hit it with the Earthquake. But Medicam is gonna here Mega Evolve, hitting with the Ice Punch. We'll live that. It is going to take some Rocky Helmet damage, and we can actually glare this thing, and Medicam right away from the start is crippled, and that is actually a very nice thing for us. So I'm going into my Jirachi here, hoping it can stack it off, so we get again nice clean switching into one of our Onomon. But he gets paralyzed, he switches out into the Serora. I'm going for the Iron Head here, because if we could kill off the Mega Medicam it would be nice. But here is where I'm like, okay, I don't know what this thing is going to do. Let's protect, let's scout this thing out. He's going to use Plasma Fist. I didn't know about to move Plasma Fist beforehand, so I looked up, I knew it was physical, so I was like, okay, you know what, let's go into Druddigon, because then if he wants to Plasma Fist again, he will take some Rocky Helmet damage, and then we can whittle this thing down even further. So here we are, Serora versus Druddigon, and then he will full switch out, killing off the Druddigon. In my honest opinion, that was, the best thing that we could do, because I didn't want, to swap into this thing not knowing what it could do. So he's going into this Tapu Bulu. Now this is where the match kind of took a turn for the better for us, because we are Mega Evolving, and he's gonna miss that Stone Edge, and that Stone Edge miss is going to be crucial because the return will kill off the Tapu Bulu. And I was like, I felt bad, but you know, that's Pokemon. That's absolutely Pokemon. You could be on the wrong side of the end, you could be at the positive side of the end, and for us, we were on the positive side of the end. But I don't want to risk losing my Mega Pinsir against the Zeraora, so I go into my tech, that Tsarina, who can tank that hit pretty well. You know, I can just, you know, hit with the Power Whip, whatever wants to come in. If he wants to stay in, the Power Whip will do amazing damage. As you can see here, Clefable will come in, also a Tickmon, and you know, it will bring it down to 5%. And at this point, I can just click Knockoff. If he wants to save this thing, a Knockoff will do amazing damage to any of his Pokemon. But he's gonna sack this thing off the Clefable, which was an easy play for him in that matter. So Tsarina is still here on the field, being thick as ever. Then the Zeraora comes in again. Again, I didn't know what he was going to do, so I thought, you know what, let's Power Whip. Hopefully we can hit it, but he reveals Fire Punch, and that is the end of Tsarina. So I go into my Infernape, which is Choice Scarf, and I'm going to hit it with Flare Blitz. Could have gone for the close combat there, but at this point I was like, you know what, not going to take any risks. Let's do as much damage as we can. So I'm going to switch out into my Jirachi because we are, you know, Choice Scarfed into Flare Blitz. So he's going to go and full switch out into his Zeraora again. And at this point, you know, I was like, maybe we can leave a hit if we protect, get some of the leftovers back. But that was real positive thinking of me, because as you can see here, the protect leftovers will connect, but Plasma Fist at the end will still kill off the Jirachi. So I basically sacked off Jirachi there. I can then get another clean switch into my Infernape, and I can actually now hit the close combat, which I wanted to do beforehand. And as you can see, that is going to take a lot of damage to the Rotom, but not much. And I didn't want to risk, you know, losing my Infernape just yet, so I switched back into my Primarina, knowing Primarina can take a Hydro Pump from the Rotom. But he's gonna also miss the Hydro Pump. Very unlucky, but it would not have mattered because he's gonna full switch now. Well, it will have mattered if the full Hydro Pump connects and after that the full switch. So my bad, that was not the right commentary for my part. I can just go into my Primarina, stay in, Moonblast. He's gonna Plasma Fidge, but at this point I whittled down the Zeraora enough. So I can now go into my Mega Pinsir. And Mega Pinsir can just quick attack and can clean house on this team. And with that, we will win this match with 2-0. And I'm very happy. This is like the first time I'm using Pokemon like Mega Pinsir, Mega Pinsir, Primarina, Tsarina, Druddigon, Jirachi, and Infernape I'm used to. But, you know, it was a very first match, and we will progress to the quarterfinals of the Heatah Broz tournament, which, you know, I'm very happy how we played this match. Of course, we were really lucky with Stone Edge miss from my opponent there, but overall, I'm very satisfied with what I did as a coach here, with the moves I go for, sacking off mons when I needed to, switching out when I needed to. So, you know, it was a very first battle, and in the next battle we will actually do something great as well. So I will see you BRB. So here we have round 2, the quarterfinals of the Heatah Broz tournament, as we take on Young Citrus or Blizzamania. And we're bringing Infernape, we're bringing Miss Magius with the Ghost Team C, we're bringing Primarina, we're bringing Tsarina, we're bringing Mega Pinsir, and we're bringing Druddigon. So basically I switch out my Jirachi for the Miss Magius, as my opponent is gonna bring Cresselia, Ampharos, Mega Ampharos, Infernape as well, Superior, Tapu Fini, and Tyranitar. So right off from the bat, again, I thought it was just a good thing to start off with my Druddigon. So I thought, you know what, let's hit it with the Glare right away. But my opponent here goes for a Substitute. So that was, you know, a shame for us that that the Glare will not connect. So I'm just gonna switch out into my Infernape, because I know Infernape can hit everything that he wants to. He's gonna Leech Seed us, which is going to, you know, whittle down Infernape a little bit. But I know a U-turn will knock out the Substitute. But he's actually gonna switch out, which works fine for me better, because at this point the Leech Seed is gone and we got some pretty good damage on the Cresselia right away from the start. He's gonna switch out his Cresselia again though into the Tyranitar. I was going here for the taunt because I didn't want the Cresselia to spam Calm Mind right away from the beginning. And at this point I'm gonna switch out back into my Druddigon because I didn't want to lose my Miss Magius as well yet. He's going to Earthquake though, which would not have hit the Miss Magius, so you know, a pretty risky move from my opponent here. The Ice Punch will connect and it will whittle down with the Rocky Helmet and the Rough Skin because I did brought Rough Skin on the Druddigon in this match, but the Sand will kill off the Druddigon here. But at this point the Druddigon has set up the Stealth Rocks and I'm fine with that. Then I'm going into my Primarina and look at this! Primarina one-shots Superior here with the Moonblast, Choice Specs Primarina. This tournament really makes me love Primarina because Primarina is absolutely going to wreck house here in this battle because it killed off the Superior right away from the end and now it will also kill off the Mega Ampharos with the Moonblast. Choice Specs Primarina is an absolute monster. Not gonna lie, I'm very happy that I had a chance to you know, use Primarina in this tournament. So Cresselia is going to Calm Mind here, what I predicted earlier, but you know, we didn't got the taunt off now, so he's going to spam Calm Mind here. But as I said before, Primarina is an absolute monster and that Moonblast will do so much damage, even though with all the Calm Mind sub. So he's gonna Psychic, that isn't going to kill Primarina from this range, and the Moonblast can just kill off the Cresselia. So 3 KOs from Primarina back to back. Now the Tapu Fini comes in and you know, I was like, you know, Primarina is doing an amazing job as it is. Let's just stay in and keep Moonblasting this thing. And you know, it does so much damage. Unfortunately, we had to let Primarina go here because I didn't want to risk losing or crippling down any of my other mons. Then another powerhouse on my team comes in, Tick, the Tsarina. And look at this, Tsarina with the Life Orb. It does so much damage. Of course, I didn't want to risk losing Tsarina here, so I go into my Blair, knowing that Flablis will kill it off, and the recoil damage will kill off the Infernape here. So it gives us, you know, a little bit more of a... It will keep us going in this battle in the offensive, to say the least. So then I can just Power Whip the Tyranitar here with Tsarina, and after that I can just Power Whip Tapu Fini, and it will give us the second win in this tournament because we will easily knock this thing down. I was thinking about maybe going for a knockoff here, not risking the Power Whip miss, but I knew I just needed to click Power Whip in order to win this match, and that's why we will win this match with 3-0 and we will progress to the semi-finals of the Heatah Broz tournament. So one more match and we could reach the final. So BRB. Alright, so here we are with the semi-final of the Heatah Broz tournament as we take on Dojo, who's rocking out with a Mega Gallade, Current Black, Gliscor, Arcanine, Vaporeon, and Mienshao. A very amazing team to say none the least. Current Black being his Sea Captain, of course. As we're rocking out with the same team as the last match because I thought the chemistry between my team was, you know, working perfectly fine. I put a Choice Band on the Infernape instead of a Choice Scarf, and I think I've made Primarina rocking out with Ice Beam in this match for some extra coverage. But for the rest, it's like the complete same team as the last match. So I was thinking, you know, he could easily start out with the Gliscor. So if I start out with Primarina, it would give us like a very beneficial start to this match, which it will. We will start out with Primarina here as he will start off with his Gliscor. So at this point I'm like, okay, I can hit a Scald or I can just predict his switching into something else and go for the Moonblast, which I did here. And as you can see, Moonblast is doing an amazing damage against this Vaporeon, this tick Vaporeon. I knew he was going to Wish Protect, so I know I can switch out easily into my Tsarina here, giving us, you know, still a beneficial start to this match, as he's gonna protect, and I'm just going for the knockoff, because, you know, if he decided to do something else, knockoff will still, you know, hit away the leftovers. So he going into Kieran Black. I know I need to hit that power whip, and we will not hit that power whip. That is so crucial, but at the same time, you know, I kind of deserve that after the Stone Edge miss in the first match of this tournament. So he's going to Ice Beam. I switch out into my Primarina because I know I can take a hit. Then I go into my Crayon knowing I can take a Fusion Bolt. So I'm trying, you know, baiting my opponent here. I'm going to Glare now. Oh no, I'm going to put up the Stealth Rocks. Dragon Tail now. I'm going to Dragon Tail. I'm far away of my head of myself. So I'm going to Dragon Tail out the Arcanine because I was trying to Dragon Tail out the Kieran Black. He will go into his Mega Gallade to try to set up the Sword Stance, and now I will hit the Glare to cripple Mega Gallade here. And then I will just, you know, Dragon Tail into the Gliscor. Now I know he's gonna set up his Stealth Rock, so let's give me the opportunities to Stealth Rocks. And now we're back at where my brain was, because my brain was going far away ahead of me than my talking. So he's going to Earthquake on the Gliscor, and I was like, you know, I can just keep on Dragon Tailing here. What's the point of not Dragon Tailing? So I'm gonna Dragon Tail into the Kieran Black here, who's going to take some Stealth Rock damage, and he's now going to hit the Ice Beam on the Druddigon, and Druddigon is gone. The Druddigon did what he needed to do. He crippled the Mega Glade with the Glare, and he put up the Stealth Rock. So I'm going into my Infernape. I know I can hit this thing with a close combat, and we hit and kill it thanks to the Choice Band, because the Choice Scarf, there was a chance of it not killing, I think, even with Stealth Rock damage. He's going into his Gliscor. Now I knew an Earthquake was coming, so I'm going into my Smagius for the Levitate here, and he is actually going for the Earthquake, and Levitate will connect and not hit Blair. So Gliscor is getting some healing back from the Poison Heal. He's going now into his Vaporeon. I knew he was going to switch out, so I'm going to go here with the Nasty Plot. Very risky, but I knew Gliscor can't touch me, so the Nasty Plot was a safe thing to do. And I'm gonna hit my C-Power, Never-Ending Nightmare, and the Vaporeon will live on 30%, but at this point it's whittled down enough that I can kill it. He's going to Toxic the Miss Magius here to whittle it down as well, and I can just click Shadow Ball and the Vaporeon will be gone. Even with the Protect, I knew, you know, Vaporeon will not lift this, and that will happen. As you can see here, I will connect the Shadow Ball here, and the Vaporeon will die. So Vaporeon, a big threat in my honest opinion, also gone right away from this match. But Miss Magius is whittling down now thanks to the toxic damage, so I knew a knockoff was coming here, and I rather, you know, to sack this thing off go, because I don't want to switch into something else and, you know, potentially losing something with the knockoff. So I go into my Primarina. I can just Moonblast everything here, which will happen, but I thought, you know what, Scald is a much better option with the Arcanine and the Gliscor left. So I can just Scald this Mega Gallade away, and then, you know, we're stuck with Scald because of the choice specs, which was a better option for me than the Moonblast. So we can just, you know, Scald also this Gliscor. The Earthquake will connect, not kill off the Primarina, and the Scald will go down. Primarina got 5 kills in this tournament already. Then the Mienshao comes in, and I knew a knockoff will come. So again, didn't want losing my choice band on the Infernape, or, you know, the Life Orb on the Tsarina. So letting go Primarina there was the best option. So I'm going into my Mega Pinsir. I knew we can take this win if we're playing it hard. I'm going for that quick attack on the Mienshao, but he was going to switch into the Arcanine. Then I'm going to hit that Earthquake, and he has the Shocka Berry. And that is going to take this game from us, because the Flare Blitz will connect on the Mega Pinsir. Arcanine will kill itself. But at this point, you know, the Mienshao, you know, can easily high jump kick everything on my team. And that is a 1-0 loss for us in this match, and we will not reach the finals of this tournament. I'm very sad that I knew, hindsight 2020, that I should have clicked return on the Mega Pinsir there, and that will have easily won the match over for us in the end. But again, hindsight is 2020, and, you know, we had a miss with Power Whip in the beginning of this match, which was also not as crucial as, you know, hitting Earthquake on the Arcanine, but still, the Power Whip, the Power Whip would have done an amazing damage to the Current Black at the beginning. But again, as I said before, I was lucky in the first match of this tournament with the Stone Edge miss. So, you know, I can't, you know, blame anything for that. And Dojo eventually will win this tournament because he will win against Levine May in the finals. So we've reached the semifinals. We reached 3rd place of this tournament. I'm very happy how we play this tournament. Again, we made a few mistakes here and there with Earthquake, Mega Pincer, and you know that really sucks. But you know, trial and error. You need to, you know, learn from your mistakes and head on. I'm very happy that this tournament was here. I want to thank the organizers for this tournament because, you know, it helped me out a lot in, you know, getting some knowledge about more Pokemon like Primarina, Tsarina. You know, I never knew that those 2 Pokemon were such powerhouses. So I'm very glad. I'm very glad that we got to do this before the Token Minority Summer Showdown, which I will also be entering. But yeah, that is this video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, share this video with others, slash the subscribe button down below, and hit that bell icon because then you get notified every time I upload a new video, and that is sincerely appreciated. But with that, we're going to end this video here. Next week we will hopefully be back with some more Super Showdown hour. But you know, last night we had this tournament and I thought, you know what, let's make a fun little video about it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye bye.